Hi, my name is Siobhan Monique, and I'm healing out loud and breaking generational curses one video at a time. Anyways, I'm back with another video. So, today I wanted to talk about ACEs. I did not know anything about ACEs, no clue what it was until I started on my healing journey. In the beginning of my healing journey, I started doing a mentorship. I got a mentor, and she introduced me to ACEs. But once I knew exactly what ACEs were, a lot of things in my past started to make a lot of sense. So in this video, I'm not really like trying to relive anything. It's really all about understanding the things and the behavior that took place. So ACEs stand for Adverse Childhood Experiences. So it is the framework that psychologists use to look at how certain experiences in childhood can impact us, long term as we grow up. Now, there are 10 categories: physical abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse, physical neglect, um, failure to provide basic needs, emotional neglect, lack of love or support, or domestic violence, one or more both of your parents having a mental illness, or one of your parents being addicted to drugs, any type of substance abuse, whether it be alcohol, drugs, or anything, one of your parents being incarcerated, or any type of separation. It could be divorce, a parent dies, a parent abandons the child. These are 10 categories of trauma that affect children and ultimately affect adults if you do not get any assistance before you reach a certain age. It will manifest in your behavior when you get older. It's just inevitable. And not everyone experiences these things the same way, but the body remembers what it learned. What research shows is that the more ACEs that anyone has, the more likely you are to experience challenges later on in life, emotionally, physically, in your relationships. You are going to experience some challenges. But that doesn't mean that something is wrong with you. It means that your body adapted to what it had to survive. And that is the biggest thing. ACEs can also show up later in life as things like anxiety, hyperindependence, people pleasing, emotional numbness, difficulty trusting, always being on edge. These aren't personality flaws, these are learned responses. It really took me a long time to even understand that. Now, at first, I learned about what these ACEs are, and that basically it's not just you. It's not just you that went through some trauma and now it's showing up in your adult life where you can't do this, or it's hindering you from doing that, and things like that. It's not just you. Like, you are not just this fucked up person. These certain things happen to you. Shoot, for me, as far as the 10 categories, I experience physical abuse, sexual abuse, um, emotional neglect. I can't say that I experienced anything else. I mean, I don't know if you can call separation. I was separated from my mom when I was a young girl and I lived with my dad, but I saw her, so I don't feel like that's like a full separation. But just in myself, I experienced at least 3 out of the 10 categories of ACEs. So, I feel like knowing these things, you're able to give yourself some grace. That's why knowledge is so important when you're on your healing journey. Like really doing research, really understanding, really getting down to the bottom of what you experienced and why things are the way they are now. I advise anybody who does not know anything about ACEs to do a deep dive into it so you could really start to understand things that may have happened to you, how they can show up, and how you maneuver in your life now, and allow you to give yourself some grace for maneuvering in these ways and fix it. Once you are able to acknowledge where things come from, it's easier to fix. So I really do feel like this is like one of the first steps, because the ACEs don't determine your future. They explain patterns. They don't define you. Healing is a part of learning new ways to feel safe. So understanding the ACEs gave me language for things that I used to judge myself for. If this resonates with you, I want you to know that you are not broken. You adapted. And in my future videos, I'm going to talk more about those adaptations, about how they show up and how being on your healing journey can change them. But that's all I have for now.